Have you ever felt like you're going through the motions, waiting for the right time to live? We spend our lives waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan. But sometimes you just need to take the first step. This is that step for me. Lost at last. A journey begins. I always wanted to explore, ride, and feel the world with my own eyes. And somewhere deep down, I knew if I didn't start now, I might never do it. So this channel, Lost at Last, is my way of finally choosing the road to capture moments I never want to forget and maybe, just maybe, inspire a few more to do the same. Finally, June 2025, I set out on something more than just a drive. A dream that had been parked for years finally found its ignition. This wasn't another road trip, it was a calling, an urge to go beyond maps, beyond comfort, into some of the highest, most isolated corners of India. We were heading to places where roads test both man and machine, and we chose to do it by car. Alright, let's start the vlog and I'll tell you the story behind this epic journey, how the idea was born, how we planned it, prepared for it, and what it really takes to turn a distant dream into a drive of a lifetime. June 2025, 2 a.m. in the morning. We got up. The day that had lived in my head for a decade had finally arrived. Everything was packed the night before, bags zipped, camera batteries charged, snacks loaded. I barely slept, but somehow I didn't feel tired. I was just ready. Before stepping onto the road, I needed a moment of faith because some journeys need more than planning. They need belief. A small prayer before the big ride for strength, safety, stories, and with that, we hit the road. It was 3 a.m. in the morning. The puja was done the previous night because when a dream travels this far, you start it with gratitude. Before we go any further, let me quickly walk you through the route of this journey. This trip covered nearly 7,500 kilometers in just 17 days. We started from Bangalore, heading to Shirdi, then to Delhi via the Delhi-Mumbai Express Highway. From Delhi, we moved north to Jammu, Kashmir and Kargil before entering Leh. From Leh, we explored the extremes of Ladakh, Diskit, Thang, the last village of India, Siachen Base Camp, Pangong Lake, Hanle, Umlingla, the highest motorable pass in the world, and Demchok near the Indo-China border. We returned via Manali and Ujjain and finally back home to Bangalore. And if you have stayed with me till here, please like this video and subscribe. This is my first YouTube journey and your support truly means a lot. We are starting this journey from Bangalore. The visuals you are seeing right now are from the nice road exit towards Nelamangala. From Nelamangala, we pass through Tumkur, continue towards Hiriyur and then cross Chitradurga. As we settle into the long drive ahead, let me tell you a fact. This entire 7,500 kilometers journey was planned in just 5 days. At first, I thought I'd go solo. Most of my friends couldn't make it. Commitments, work, family, and that was okay because some journeys you don't wait for others to join, you just start. But then, almost as if the universe finally said go, everything just clicked. On June 12th, a Thursday, just 5 days before the trip, a casual conversation with a friend changed everything. He told me he had just quit his job and would be joining a new one just the next month. Almost jokingly I said, "Let's go to Ladakh." Without a second thought he replied, "Let's do it." That was it. No long planning calls, no drama, just one S, and suddenly I wasn't going solo anymore. And so it started. One road, one dream, years in making. By 3:45 am, we reached the Nelmangla toll, and by around 4:30 am, we were already at the Tumkur exit. We managed to clear the main traffic stretch quickly. Starting early really helped, and there was hardly any traffic on the road. The Nelmangla Tumkur stretch is being upgraded from a 4-lane road to a 6-lane express highway with service roads, making it a fully access control corridor expected to be completed by 2027. Hope it finishes on time because this stretch is a major choke point. Honestly, traffic here always feels like a signboard saying, "Welcome to Bangalore." You don't need Google Maps to tell you. You know you're nearing Bangalore when the traffic tells you first. By 5:15 am, we reached Sira and decided to take a quick breakfast break just before Hiriyur. There is a small place right on the main highway, Appaji Coffee Corner and Tiffin Center. We stopped there for idli, which were actually quite good. The dosa was okay, nothing special, but it did the job. With our tummies full, we started towards Hiriyur. They say a good meal at the start of a journey is a good sign that whatever lies ahead, it's all going to turn out well. By 6:30 am, we reached Hiriyur. From here, Chitradurga is about 40 kilometers away, roughly a half an hour drive. After Chitradurga, we'll be taking the deviation towards Hospet, marking the next leg of our journey. It was around 6:30 in the early morning, and we were feeling fresh and full of energy, excited for the journey ahead. The weather was cloudy, the air felt calm, and everything just felt right. One of those moments that tells you the road is going to be kind to you. As we approached Chitradurga on NH48, the scenery began to change beautifully. The road stretched ahead, surrounded by vast open land, rugged rock formations, and gentle hills on the horizon. The iconic rock-dominated landscape of Chitradurga slowly revealed itself. Massive boulders layered naturally over time, adding to the view were rows of windmills standing tall along the ridges. With the sun peeking through the clouds, with the open highway, rocky terrain, and windmills all around, the journey felt calm and deeply refreshing. We took the deviation towards Hospet from NH48 and joined NH50. From here, Hospet is around 124 kilometers away, roughly a 1.5 hour drive. As we get closer to Hospet, the surroundings started to change again. On the right side of the highway, you can see large ore and mining related industries, giving a glimpse of the region's strong industrial presence. Just before entering Hospet, the road runs alongside the Tungabhadra backwaters. The calm stretch of water feels refreshing after the long drive, adding a peaceful moment before the town begins. And then we pass through a short tunnel, marking our entry into Hospet. From the highway, you get a brief glimpse of the Tungabhadra Dam. If I remember correctly, some of its gates malfunctioned, causing panic and a flash flood threat due to massive water release. A reminder of the risks and power of this enormous structure. By 9:45 am, we reached Ilkal. Ilkal is about 420 kilometers from Bangalore. The drive felt smooth, almost like a breeze. Ilkal, a small town in Karnataka's Bagalkot district, is famous for traditional hand-woven Ilkal saris, known for their vibrant patterns and fine craftsmanship. From here, Shirdi is around 515 kilometers, roughly a 10 hours drive ahead, so the journey continues. Somewhere between Ilkal and Vijayapura, we took a short break to stretch our legs and click a few photos. I was trying to get a clean pan shot of the car parked by the highway when my friend casually walked straight towards the car, perfectly photobombing the shot. After a few laughs and some quick memory shots, we continued our journey towards Vijayapura. Further down the highway, about 120 kilometers from the Tungabhadra Dam, we passed the Alamatti Dam on the Krishna River. The dam is a massive structure regulating water for irrigation and power generation. It also offers beautiful spots like themed gardens. In the evenings, you can watch the musical fountain show with decent stay options nearby. It's a place that suits both adults and kids. You can easily plan a weekend trip here. Apart from the dam itself, you can also explore the rock-cut temples of Badami and the structural temples of Aihole and Pattatkal, which is about 60 kilometers from Almaty. If you are planning to cover Badami, Aihole, Pattatkal and Almaty, I suggest staying somewhere near Badami for convenience. We are currently on the Vijayapura bypass road heading towards Solapur. Vijayapura, formerly known as Bijapur, is about 530 kilometers from Bangalore and is famous for its grand monuments like the iconic Gol Gumbaz. It's also just 60 kilometers from Almaty Dam, so you can easily add it to your itinerary. Although we are passing by these famous spots, we aren't stopping this time due to time constraints. We have so many kilometers to cover in such a short period. Plus, we need to keep buffer days since we are heading to high altitude areas where landslides are common. So I'll just point out the notable places we pass along the way, giving you a sense of what's on the route. It was about noon by the time we reached Vijayapura. With the sun overhead, the city is known for its hot and dry climate, especially during summers, and since it was June, it felt exactly that, warm and arid. As we drive past Vijayapura, you can even catch a glimpse of the iconic Gol Gumbaz from the highway. A quick but impressive view of one of Karnataka's grandest monuments. After passing Vijayapura, we stopped for lunch at a Rajasthani dhaba. The food turned out to be really good. Luck was on our side today. We just picked a random place and we weren't sure if we should stop. But then we noticed lorry drivers parked and eating there. And that's usually a good sign. Turns out it was exactly right. This is Bhima River, which is also considered the border between Karnataka and Maharashtra. Soon after crossing this bridge, we entered Maharashtra, the second state on our trip. We took the Solapur bypass towards Kegaon and drove a few kilometers until Yawali, where the road is a double road with proper median. From Yawali onwards, it becomes a single lane or village road all the way to Ahmednagar, now Ahilyanagar, for about 150 kilometers. Lot of speed breakers and patch roads which can test your patience and take a good amount of time. We then took a right turn towards Madha. From Solapur to Shirdi is roughly 290 kilometers, which will easily take about 6 hours to cover. From Madha, we took a U-turn, and from here onwards, the drive was mostly on single village roads. The stretch till Ahilyanagar or Ahmednagar had a lot of speed breakers, slowing things down and making the drive a bit tiring. It was around 5 pm when we reached the Ahilyanagar bypass or Ahmednagar bypass. From here, Shirdi is about 99 kilometers away, with roughly 2 hours of driving still left. The road was quite good for the first 32 kilometers till we reached Villard. After that, the road turned patchy all the way to Shirdi. In between, we passed through Rahuri and Rahata, where traffic tends to increase, since this stretch is part of a national highway with a lot of heavy traffic and buses, with a lot of heavy trucks and buses, and of course, local traffic. We reached Shirdi at around 7 pm, a 16-hour non-stop road journey covering close to 1000 kilometers. We hardly felt tired or even needed long breaks. Full credit goes to my Greta. Honestly, this drive gave me a lot of confidence. I now feel we can comfortably take on the Leh-Ladakh circuit without feeling exhausted. We wrapped up the day by staying at Dwaravathi Bhakta Niwas. We had already booked the Kakadati tickets online for the next morning. Let's end the vlog here. In the next episode, we begin our journey from Shirdi to Delhi, another 1000+ kilometer non-stop drive. Until then, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next vlog. The engine rests, the memories stay, and the road waits for us again.